Aries, welcome to Moonfire Tarot. I'm Jules. We're going to be doing your normal short tarot readings. I try to post in long form now, a little longer. Still trying to keep them short. We're looking into your love energy, okay, with tarot and oracle cards. All right. So let's take a look for the upcoming love energies. What do you have coming for you? Spirit, talk to me for Aries. Da, da. All right, this feels strong for you guys. The fates. All right, that's a powerful one. That is like accepting something is fated. All right, whether like you have no power over time in some situations, like something is going to happen if it's going to happen. It's almost like a surrender energy. But I see serendipity. I feel like a lot of you guys may be getting some type of signs on something. All right, deep knowing. Yeah, these are all about this sense of surrender and like trusting your intuition on something. And I do see the Y card. All right, now that's a powerful one, and no surprise, it's been coming out for lots of the collective around the eclipse times. Endings, new beginnings, discovering your why. You may even be wondering, like, why is this love situation, whatever your situation is, continuing? Because there's something. The fated card. It's like that's like almost like surrender. It's not quite divine timing, but it's almost like something is still going on here, that kind of energy. And I do see poise in the bottom of the deck, so you're staying confident, you're coming off looking good. You may, I do see staying flexible in your life, and I got the download, some of you may even be trying new things. And I do see happy card, which is literally what it sounds like, some sense of happiness coming towards you. So it does look like you're being comfortable in your own energy as we head into October, Aries, for your love, whatever is coming up here. Now, let me get some of these. Try this deck. Spirit, what else is coming up for Aries with this deep knowing? What else is coming up for them in love? So do tell me, Aries, if you figure out what your why is, comment down below. Or what is this deep knowing? Do you feel it feels like someone is coming back? Yes, renewal card. Okay, with messages like that, that is like something. I get the feeling something not over, and you're maybe getting signs. All right, or some of you may be like, I'm meant to be single right now at the same time. Now I do see renewal. All right, fan the flames, doing what it takes to keep the passion alive. This is about romance and care, and it's renewal energy. So could have been a false start, could have been, maybe it's a reconciliation attempt. All right, I do see travel, changing plans. Okay, that is having new fun, new experiences, and timeless elegance. This is why you're poised. You're like, this is about maintaining your standards. And I feel like that is why you are just like, what is meant to happen is going to happen. I am not dropping standards on something. And you may be really reflecting on this, okay? So timeless standards is confident, having real standards, knowing you're always beautiful to someone who really loves you. And I do see protection. You say this is a guarded energy protecting your energy. All right, that is interesting. So we have a sense of fanning the flames, though. I do see celebration and time healing things. Boom. And then we have the ever after card. All right. And right behind it, this is a very powerful combination, Aries. All right. This is my favorite. Is grandma and grandpa on the porch, like the true ever after, right? And then we have the divine match. Some of you are twin flames, and that is what the inner knowing is, why it may be feeling so strong or coming up in this reading. That is like twin flame, soulmate, all right, following your destiny, and a love that's meant to be. All right, fated, ever after, having fortitude to create a lasting love, long term, all in investment. All right. Now I do see celebrating, a sense of celebration. So this protective energy, you're guarding yourself. It feels like time is healing something. Okay. That's going to be a little different for all of you. Spirit, can I get a little bit more? We'll see what, I mean, this is going to narrow it down more, but it does look like if it's renewal, time healing, and a protective energy, is most likely something put you guys apart. All right. That's so little different for all of you. Yes, collective reading. So let's take a look if we can get some more though. I do see enduring bonds. All right. So this is about putting family first. Someone might have been too busy. They might have had a family. It could have been all types of situation, but that's about family matters. And I see strike a chord together with gentle harmony. All right. This is about you guys finding your balance together again. All right. And trying to do that. But I also see stay vigilant, okay, about your boundaries. We have a lot about confidence and standards here. So healthy aware, but it looks like you have a friendship with this person, strong roots, okay? Faithful, friends first, okay? They may be that you have history with this person, that whatever happens is likely, if you choose to, be able, like, you're going to be able to surpass it because of those strong roots, because of that friendship. And that's honestly a big key. I do a lots of love readings, guys. A big key is that bond. When you're growing old together, things stop working after a while. You need the friendship. And I do see true acceptance, and I get this a lot when people are trying to overcome differences, overcome the past. It's like accepting your partner for, or your partner for what happened, or however things played out between the both of you. And then we see fluttering heart. So enjoy the romance, decide if you want more. All right. With the ever after card and divine match, it's likely most of you will lean towards wanting more with this energy. Okay. Spirit, talk to me. I just noticed 555 on my timer, guys. So let's, see what else happens here. All right, Spirit, talk to me. What else with this message of this person? What is coming up for Aries for October energy? Now, this may not all pan out for you guys in October, because it looks like dominantly most of you will be more in that poise, trusting in time energy. All right, but we do have nostalgia and missing someone, and I do feel like a lot of you may hear from this person faster. Eight of Wands, the solar eclipse happened, guys. All right, so new beginnings. All right, changes happening. I have a Six of Pentacles and Queen of Pentacles. This person may have Earth sign energy. All right, I'm going to take this as a good Six of Pentacles. Sometimes it could be breadcrumbing, but this feels like someone, they may have strong earth sign placements in their chart, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, okay? Or they're coming in very giving. You know what I mean? Or, in the past, they might have done breadcrumbing. All right, I can dig a little deeper. But I see Six of Cups. This is nostalgia, missing you energy. And this is a classic return from the past. And right next to that Six of Cups is the Chariot. Okay. And that's all about someone coming towards you, traveling. All right. And bottom of the deck, Eight of Wands, communication, Cupid's arrows, all that good stuff. Let me see. Four of Swords, after a stagnant period. I feel like this person has something to say. This could also be you, setting your boundaries, even if you care about them. It's like, wait a minute, this can't happen again. That kind of energy, like something to say. What did we want to flip out? All right, the Sun, the Devil, and Ace of Wands, and the Two of Cups. Oh my God. And they're waiting. Okay. You don't drop decks like that. What do we have here? All right, something is coming to light. I'm going to say this Devil feels more like a obsessive passion. And it may be mutual, right? It's not going to just be one of you guys. I feel like there's a lot of hidden passion coming out in here. The Sun, you are going to get clarity on something. With the Queen of Swords, I do feel like you guys will have time to talk about things. But the Queen of Swords doesn't just set boundaries, guys. She listens too. That's why her hand is held out, okay? So it's not just about mouthing off sometimes, and we're all guilty of it at times, right? But something's definitely coming to light. And I have the Devil with the Ace of Wands. And I would say be careful for quickies, if unless that's not what you're looking for. Some of you may be fine with that. But this is a strong desire for a new, very passionate beginning. It's a very phallic card. It's very passionate, it's very new beginnings and passion, with the Devil card being bounded, but I don't feel like it's toxic, because I have the Two of Cups now. So we have passion and two people equally filling each other's cup. This is a special bond. All right. And with the Friends card, it's just that maybe you guys really miss each other, huh? There's a lot of passion coming through and happiness, but I do see this person is waiting. All right. They may even be being a little sneaky and strategic, all right, about how they are going to approach you. I don't feel like Seven of Swords isn't always toxic deceit, especially with Knight of Swords. I do feel like it's almost feel like they're trying to sneak up on you, Aries. All right, Knight of Swords, someone with something to say. Okay, and that's where the Sun things come into the light. Okay, even have the Moon. It's like hidden. You guys may not even be talking. A lot of you, this is your message, or there is a bit like you're not saying what needs to be said. All right, if you are working close together. All right, Spirit, talk to me. What else do we need to know about this energy? Three of Pentacles. Okay. Temperance, and the Queen of Cups. All right, so I feel like this person really does. They have Four of Wands. They mean business. This is a big commitment. A lot of passion and commitment, and Ace of Swords. You see, if this person was stuck before and maybe got toxic with this energy, Five of Swords, for some of you, there may have even been multiple parties involved. I have the Five of Swords. What else? The Four of Cups. All right. And that now we see guarded energy. This could be why someone might have been stuck in their head. You might have felt victimized in the past with lies, gaslighting, or they were so stuck in their head and then they had options and you might have felt taken for granted. Okay. With the Four of Cups. And now we have the Four of Pentacles right underneath that, which is all about the guarded energy. But I'm seeing Four of Wands now. So you have 444 showing up. Something's very protected here, and we see a divine match showing up. So, with serendipity and deep knowing, okay, Ace of Swords, Four of Wands, this is someone communicating something about wanting to stabilize a relationship. All right, that's marriage, homes, togetherness, stable. And I see Queen of Three of Pentacles and the Temperance. So this is smoothing out tensions again with the three. So that's always like underlying possible other people involved. But with this kind of energy, the Queen of Cups, okay, it's like smoothing out tensions, trusting your intuitions, and talking about how do we work on our emotions? How do we build a foundation? How do we get to the Four of Wands, right? How do we get to where we're celebrating in front of a home or something, So this is like healing things and trying to lay foundations. If you're just meeting this person, right, that could be how do we date? If it's something a little bit stronger, like it's been around longer, like you want this person, it's all kind of just it feels that way with this reading. All right, that is more serious talk basically. All right, Aries, so beautiful energy to see. I am feeling for some of you months. All right, they wanted me to tell you timing. Some of you it may be months. I do feel like some of you may be having adventures in the meantime and just enjoying yourself and trying to adapt to changes in your life. But for contact, that's, I see them heading towards you. Okay, but it's the fourth card out. All right, so that's travel and it could be distance for some of you. I do feel like this energy will roll out most likely. Some of you may, of course, feel it faster. All right, all on different timelines. Personal reads are available. Okay, you can check out my profile page, moonfiretarot.com, and it will take you there. Spirit, let me get you a spiritual affirmation for your reading, guys. Claim it down below if it resonates. It's beautiful energy to see. And let me know what you're thinking, but what's your why? Like, why do you think this is fated? Like, what's going on here? I would love to hear your stories. Spirit, let me get a spiritual affirmation for them, spiritual message to wrap up this reading. This feels strong. A divine light. All right. All right. So what we got here? I am an expression of love, and I shine like the sun. My inner light is my strength and my treasure. My intuition guides me to discover the wonder and goodness of who I am. All right, that feels great. All right, so there is your affirmation, Aries. So take that to how it resonates, but it really is with the poise and confident and inner knowing. It's like, I feel like that's trying to tell you that you do shine like the sun. This person does still want you, okay? And it's really about trusting your intuition at the end of the day with this message, okay? Love and light, Aries. Let me know how it goes. Take care.